Okay, so we have quest. We're gonna learn magic. So first thing we're gonna do is that. We're gonna be a bit of a pack rat initially. Oh yeah, 10 torches. Take this. Where's our encumbrance? So it's doing pretty good. Armor. Take a container. Why not? And feedies. We're gonna take this. Is it out? Oops. Okay, so here's the map. We want to go find magic. So we're right here. So we need to go down, follow the road, and then we'll take a right here. We'll go to Nyx probably. The P's probably silent. Nyx. I always called it Binks growing up, but I was very young. Yeah. In here, hit 3 scrolls, which is cool. Okay, so we're gonna save in case the emulator does something weird. Well, oh my gosh. Okay, let's talk to this guy. You must be a newcomer. I've heard your rumors about Albrecht summoning you. If rumors... save that. If rumors I hear are true, you've come none too soon. Much is wrong, and Ulrich seems unable to deal with it. I am... Oh, I'm sorry. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Demodicus, the Bard. Rumors. Though I've not been there recently, I've heard from a friend that something is wrong with Catamarca. People have been getting sick. A few have been even died. It may be just a rumor, but my instinct tells me a great story could start there. Catamarca. It's a resort town on a peninsula east of Candemia. Okay. Candemia is the oldest city in Scythera, where River Cydia flows into the sea. River Cydia flows from Lanking Hall to the sea at Academia. Academia is the oldest. Okay, we already did that job. Entertainment. Oh yeah, why yes, I often travel from city to city playing at inns to delight the patrons, and occasionally I am honored to perform the Land King for the Land King. Of late, I come to play for the Land King more and more often to lift his spirits. Inns. The best sort don't forget, or often frequent them. But most folks are decent enough, and idle chatters can often be quite informative. Traveling. The life suits me well despite traveling. I spent much time traveling, and the advice I give you travel at night only when with an alert eye and a drawn sword. There have been bandits about running amok in the lands of Ulrich's power, or in the lands as Ulrich's power to stop them has weakened. Nasty sorts. Scythera used to be a peaceful land. I don't know what is behind the appearance, or their appearance, be it just vultures feasting on the decaying land or a more organized plot. I don't know for sure, but it's certainly possible that there are unforeseen forces at work. Or it could just be another sort of plague descending on the land. Okay, so this will take us into like the circle. Asking about Ralric, landed not well with him. Ulrich has been waning and is further drained from summoning you here. Much depends on you, hero. I hope to sing about your tales one day. Okay. I think... okay. We've exhausted our stuff with him, I think. Okay. Let's... Oh. A little self-talking, never hurt anyone. Okay. I don't really want to do this right now. I'll explore Lion King all later. Okay. Here's the first guy that can join. But we don't want him, as cool as he is. We are gonna get... It's the one thing. We're a magician. We have our max map. We know where Nyx is, and so we're going straight there. Oh, adventuring alone can be hazardous. Perhaps you should recruit somebody from the Land King Hall. Perhaps some eager warrior living in Land King's Hall might want to come along if his father lets him grow up. There are basically two important things you need to investigate right away. A plague in Catamarca and a kidnapping in Odemia. Either way, just follow the road down along the coast. Odemia is the first city you'll find. Catamarca the second. Good luck, and to start out, you might want to only travel during daytime since some dangerous creatures come out at night. And whatever you do, stay away from the shoreline. Save? Okay, so we're just hauling it. Okay, we're following the road, Found our first city! And a bush that I can't get around for some reason. Okay, let's look at what was here. So, got a mark on our right. Academia on our left. Let's look at this. So we're on to Academia. Oh. Ooh, look at this little house that I always miss. We'll go there later at some point. Okay. So, Academia and Catamarca. We don't want it. We're going the other way. Okay, this is the second companion, but we're not doing this right now. Can we go back and he'll be there? Sometimes I feel like he disappears. Okay, we're good. Let's see where this says. I think this will be the right side. Nyx. Okay. Okay. So, when you play this the first time, there's a glitch. If you don't register the game before you start a game, then you can get a loop where you never actually complete the quest to learn magic. So you have to register the game first. I did that in my main playthrough. I was pretty annoyed as a kid. Okay. This is the headmaster. And he has stats. Welcome, stranger. Ulrich said you'd be by sooner or later. I am Lindis, headmaster of the Magisterium. You've come to learn the ways of mage. Yes, no. We have. And we will be learning casting. Good. Let's get started right away. Proceed to get trained in the basic ways of mage. The most prized possession of a mage is their grimoire, and so I proudly present you with yours. You may now use it to learn spells. Use it on the scroll. See, as a kid, I just did not understand. I missed that line somehow, so I didn't think you could get spells doing that. And I tried to put the spells in the grimoire when I already knew the spells. I think it eats the spells, but I can't remember. I am headmaster of the Magisterium, a thankless job, if there ever was one. He says in an opulent office with a gavel. The door is always open to a student. Actually, what does the bus say? Nah. I don't want it. Okay. So, we can learn magic now. We have 4 training points. Oh yeah, it doesn't use it the first time you learn. It just gives you the ability to learn. So we're going to talk to her. You see a pinch-faced, quiet woman. I've never understood what the pinch-faced means. Whose gaze seems to bore through you. Yes? I trained young minds on how alchemy works, though few seem to grasp its higher concepts. Oh, I will. You didn't know the first thing about magic. Alchemy is the process of distilling various elements to exact their properties. The elements are the basis for potion, things like the poison sacks from snakes. Okay, so I think we have a grimoire. Okay, let's test, because sometimes this can happen. Round 2. Train. Casting. Let's see if it lets us do it now. Okay, so casting went out. So let's see if round 2. Train. Girl, I know the second thing about magic. Okay, let's see how this works. Okay. I thought I was that one. Wait, where's the dudes? Okay. My job is to train young students in the way of runic magic. I swear. It says we learned magic, so do I need a spell? We'll try that. Okay, we'll go try getting a spell. So this is the library. The silly mage that forgets everything. Oh no. Let's see, now that we know a spell. Let's test this. Oh, he's out and about. I don't think I've ever seen this. I train students in the healing arts, and there's nothing nobler. And you the basics. Okay, so you have to know a spell to get training, enough to help you. You don't have the time. You don't have time for a detailed study, mind you. You don't have the time for a detailed study, mind you. Okay, guess he's telling us we don't. Healing magic involves repairing damage done to a living thing by reharmonizing affected area with the rest of the body. But that's for simple cases of things such as simple wounds and the like. More complex situations aren't as simple. A severe wound from it, for example, has too much damage to be able to reharmonize easily with the undamaged body. Once could either take small steps to repair, I think it's supposed to be one, to repair the damage in phases, or apply an external pattern of harmonization. Thus, a higher healing requires thorough understanding of basic healing. Healing is about repairing body or damage to the body. I'm Spears, teacher of healing arts. Okay. I realize that you've got your own work, but if could you do a favor while exploring. I thought I was just doing it wrong. Yes, I could. Excellent. Are you familiar with harpies? Okay, I'm gonna say no. They're those strange flying creatures, not at all common, but quite dangerous. In my studies, I have need to examine in detail an egg of such a creature. I understand, but if you change your mind, I think I actually want to skip one. Please get back to me. Okay. Cool. So we got healing magic. Now we need to find that other guy. Just again. There it is. I know the first thing about magic now, buddy. Give me. What the heck? Maybe... Do I need more spells? Okay. Okay, we're gonna learn all the spells. Well, we'll do the first round. I don't want to do the inner circle twice. It's smaller. Okay. So we know some spells now. Now we're gonna test and see if she will teach us alchemy. Train. I don't understand. Let's try him. And, okay, so... Maybe we need the second tier of magic first? I'm not even sure. Where does it say where my Oh, magic. Where the F? Do I not have any magic? Did I need to get mana? Is that what I needed? Do you need to train mana to get it first? I'm not even sure. Okay, so apparently it doesn't count toward either points, but you have to do casting and mana. Okay. So, good to know. Requirements. Talk to Lindis. Tell them I'm asking about casting and mana, and we should be able to train now. Let's see. Yeah, I suppose so. But I'll just give you the basics. You wouldn't understand much more. Alchemy is the process of distillation using a device called a distiller. One fills the distiller with water and then places certain elements into them. You then concentrate, passing your power into the distiller. It then extracts the vital essence out of the element and creates a potion. You should search the library. We've got a book on what elements create what potions. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm definitely gonna steal that. Yeah, okay, we've already. Goodbye. You've served your purpose. Oh, whoops. Nope. Wait, yep. Teach me runic magic, dang it. What a weird hang up that you have to train in both, but I suppose I guess that makes sense. Oops. Train me. I suppose so. But I'll just give you the basics. You don't have the time for much more. Runic magic can be, tough as what? Runic magic can be as a time separate spellcasting. No. Half the spell is cast when a rune is inscribed, and the other half when the rune is triggered. The triggering happens when something steps upon the rune. However, there are other runes like blocking that don't fit this pattern. Okay, Tro seems to drone on for what seems like an eternity. Thank you, sir. I hope to never take your lecture again. Okay. I need to make it so that the screen is a little bit under maximum, so that I can see what I'm actually doing. And I'll probably hit set hotkeys at some point, although I did not do that on my first playthrough. Aha! We are going, I think, as I recall, you can move an object, and then if it's moved, then it's not stolen. Oh, well, be. Okay, we're just gonna go and try to get all the spells again. Don't need a second map. Okay. Okay, let's look at our damage here. Okay, this is actually pretty funny. I died once because I didn't keep my scroll. And I didn't have one mana, so I died. So, let's see what we got here. Oh, I do like Major Brighton. You know, I like doing nutrition. Did I miss it? I love how they give you Mage Lock, but not a way to open it. Hilarious. There it is, nutrients. I'm gonna set key. It's gonna be F1. Oof. Zesty sounds. Okay. We got everything I want from here for now. We'll come back when we're higher level. This is basically the big thing I